Hello, welcome. Hope this finds you well. We're going to look at a question here on a pentagonal pyramid that has been truncated. And the question says, given is a solid figure showing a front elevation of a truncated pyramid of a pentagonal base side 30 millimeter. Draw the given front, the plan, and the end elevation. So as you can see from the question, we are having a front that shows three faces. It means the way we are going to position our pentagonal base matters a lot. It means three sides are to the forefront and the two other sides on the other side, hidden side. Okay, so what we do, we have to draw first of all the pentagon, and we all know that for us to draw a pentagon we can use several methods, but in this case we are going to use to measure angles, such that we all know that a pentagon is normally, the total number of internal angles of a pentagon is normally given by 2n minus not 2n, n minus 2 brackets 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides. If you multiply by 180, it gives you around 540 total. If you want to get each internal angle, it means you divide by 5, and this one gives us 108. So at every corner we are going to measure 108 degrees for us to be able to draw it. Now we can proceed by first of all drawing the base, and this is how we are going to go about it. Let me just realign this. So first we can draw our plan. So this is our baseline. We can say let our pentagon begin from there, and we measure our base, which is 30 millimeter. So we can measure 30. Once we have our 30, we are going to measure 108. That's our 108, which we can join. Next, we also measure 108 at this other point. Again, we join. Next, we mark off these points, this one, sides here, then here, okay, then come back here, then here, and this will have completed our pentagon, which we can join. That's our pentagon. We can confirm the sides. Now afterwards, we are going to get the center point of this pentagon. How do you get the center point? Meaning we are drawing the plan showing the vertex of the pyramid on our plan. Therefore we have to bisect this angle. That's the bisector. We can draw those lines. That's a line. Then we bisect one of the sides where the two bisectors meet, give us the point, the center point of our pentagon. we join. We are joining the so these points, when they join, they give us a center here, which if we can confirm, you can confirm that this point is equal to that, it's also equal to that, it's also equal to, so this one gives us the center point. Thereafter, we can join this other point to the vertex or the center. This is like we have drawn the plan of a pyramid, a pentagonal pyramid, without having truncated. Next, we truncate, and therefore we are going to draw the given front as per the question. That's our baseline from which we can project these other points from the plan, all the corners. This point up, then this other point, then this point, and then lastly this point, not last but least, and then this other one, this one, this. Once they join there, we need to have the vertex of our cone by extending our center line. Then the height is given on our question, it's 60, so just measure 60. Then we join them back. Then from here we truncate as per our question. Our question is, we are truncating. This is a truncation line, a cutting plane. It is 20 millimeters away from the base. So along our vertical, we can measure 20. We locate that point, and then this angle is 30. It means we now put a set square, 30-degree set square there to draw this angle, which is also equal to that 30 degrees. So let's proceed. Where is our 2 millimeter? Our 2 centimeters, I mean, it's here. Now on that line, we are going to have our 30-degree set square. Okay, so we are going to measure 30 degrees at that point. And we draw that line, this line. So this line has been drawn, and now we can complete our front elevation. This is our complete front elevation, out of which we can now project these points, the cut points. Okay, this point this point, this point, this point back to our plan, because we want to get our cut face appearing on our plan. So how do we do it? We ensure we project them vertically down by having that. You can put it here, your vertical edge. We bring this back to our plan. So we can project this down. Come and project this. Come and project that. Project this one here. From point of intersection between the cutting plane and the slant lines, we're projecting them down. And lastly, this one is hammer. Okay, next we are going to number. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So correspondingly, this is 1. We can say 1 prime or something. This one here, this one is 2. Then we bring this is 5, and this one here is 3, and this one is 4. Good. Now this point, it means it's cutting number 1. This cutting plane is cutting at line 1, the slant line 1, and then this one is cutting on slant line 2, and then this one here we do not know, and it's cutting on line 5, which is not here, and then they are in one line. Then this one here is cutting line 3, so we come and drop somewhere here. Then this last point is cutting line 4. So we are remaining with one other point that we shall use to ensure we now draw the whole cut face on our plan. We shall see how we can cut it. To cut it, it means we first of all have our end elevation, transport or transfer this back to our front elevation, end elevation. On that end elevation, our line 5 from this side, or slant line 5 will appear. Then we shall drop it backwards. It's a reverse of this. So let's proceed and draw the end elevation by projecting from our front. So now we need to start right by bringing this 0.5. First of all, we can bring this back down. Bring this line down. Once it reaches here, it means we are going to bring this here, and this one is already come, then we project. So let's bring 5. This is 5. Then take your compass, come and pick this, project it, pick number 4, project it, pick number 3 and 2, project. Once we have that, for us to get the vertex, we need to have the center line meeting that. So the center line can also be projected. Now let's bring that center line. Once it reaches there, it goes up. Then we bring this vertex to meet it. So that one, we can call this V, because let's just repeat an abomination. Next, we can join these other points to the vertex, to the vertex, the vertex. Next, we are going to name, this is 5, this is 1 and 4, this is 2 and 3. Okay, now again we bring these other points to our end elevation, the cut points. The first one is here, bring it, come to the next, horizontally of course, bring it, next, the center, next, second last point, next the last point. Once they are there, we are going to see which are these points that are going to give us the points on the end elevation that correspond to the points on the cut face. So we can follow. This is 1, 1. We look for where 1 is. This is 1, okay? 1. Then we look for 1. Here it is. Next is, this one is 2, okay? 2. So this, if this is 2, this point is 2. We look for where 2 is on the same line. Here it is. Next is this one, 5. So we go with it where 5 is. Then this other point is on 3. So go and look for where 3 is. The last point is on 4. So go and look for where 4 is. Here it is. So we are going to join those points because there are 5 points. Remember, we have not completed our plan, and we said our end elevation here is going to help us get one of the points of the cut face on our plan. So let's complete first. We are completing our end elevation. From this side, this face, 2 faces are visible. This face and this other face. As you can see, our now slant line 5 has given us this point, which should appear here. So we drop it down, bring it back. So horizontally down, can bring it here. Then with your compass, project it back. Where is it? Here. Once it reaches there, you draw it horizontally. So it is right away here. Don't have even to draw. Then now we can complete our plan by joining those points. So as you can see, we have completed by joining the relevant points on our plan to show the cut face. We can as well hatcher the inner part to show the cut face. This part here can be hatchered. When you're hatchering, you ensure those lines are parallel So we can hijack this. We are hatchering. Hatchering there is just for aesthetic value and to show us the cut face. After this, we are going to draw what we are referring to as our development. Now, for us to draw a development, we need to have the true length. How do we get the true length? First of all, get to the center of our plan, pick this radius, bring that line. Once it reaches there, you project it up and then you join it here. Okay, you bring, it's like we are circumscribing our what? We are circumscribing our pentagon. Once it reaches here, I just messed up somewhere, but once it reaches here, you draw a straight line from the center, that center line, to come and meet it there. So this is the line we are saying. You draw it. This point has to be brought to the base by a vertical. It goes. Once it reaches there, we bring it back to the vertex. And we can call that point X. So point X, line VX becomes our true length. So right from anywhere, we can start our development. Let's say here, and we can say this is point P. Then we take the distance Vx, the true length, come with it at that point and draw an arc, a big arc. This arc here is going to give us the development of the lateral face. We can join from that point to the arc with a straight line. Then we count the number of parts. Sides are 5. Just come and transfer the 5 parts. Okay, then you come and measure 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we bring them back here. You join them. And now we can number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back to 1, because if you start with 1, you have to end with 1. And then we can transfer these points. Now, the first one, we pick the one at 1, then come and make an arc at 1, 1. Second point is 2. Literally to good 2. So we come and make an arc at point 2. Next is 3. Is it 3? 5. Come and make an arc on 5. Then 3. It's 5. 3. So 3. Make an arc at 3. Lastly is 4. 4. Then you are going to draw lines meeting those points. To complete the development, we join those lines. So as you can see, we are joining the edges. So as you can see, we have just drawn the development. We started by drawing the plan, projecting to the front, drawing the end elevation. The end elevation was drawn before finishing the plan for us to project 0.5 to give us that point of the cut face on the plan. Then we finish with the development. We can as well draw the true shape of the cut face on this side. We can even draw the auxiliary views from this side on this other side. So thank you very much for attending to this lesson. Kindly subscribe for more content. Thank you. Have a nice day.